explain to you for the 400th fucking time that I don't have a goddamn smartphone. So, stop assuming everybody in the world has a smartphone, because they don't. Maybe one day I'll graduate to the 21st century. Right now I'm still living in the 20th. I can text message. That's really all I need. You know, it'd be nice to go to Facebook and YouTube at work, but it's work. It should be working. Second thing on the list. The Reverend got pulled over the other day for making a California stop. That's one of those you make sure nothing's coming, and then you just go. It's 12:30 in the morning, and I still get pulled over. The cop's like, "Oh yes, excuse me, sir. You know why I pulled you over." And I'm like, "'Cause you're a fucking lazy asshole and you got nothing else to do?" He's like, "So I notice your seatbelt's not on." And I'm like, "Yeah, my seatbelt's not on, motherfucker. It's my car. It doesn't hurt anybody else if I don't wear my seatbelt. It should not be a law that you have to wear your fucking seatbelt in a car. It's my car. I pay for it. If I'm not going to wear the seatbelt, I'm the only one that's going to get hurt. Nobody else is going to get hurt. You just won my $10 motherfucking dollars." And then he's like, "Oh, you don't have your insurance." Motherfucker, I just paid my insurance that evening before I went and saw Brother Vardells concert. I'm like, "Look, man, I can bring you a copy tomorrow. I can do whatever." "No, we're going to have to go ahead and write you a ticket for that too, sir." You know what? You motherfuckers, you cops got too much time on your hands. People are getting killed out there. People are getting raped out there. And you're worried about me wearing my motherfucking seatbelt and the fact that I have insurance, but I don't have my motherfucking little fucking piece of paper on me? My insurance doesn't even send me shit in the mail. I pay that shit online. What if I didn't have a printer to print that shit out? Then what? Fuck you, the pigs. Fuck you, police officers. Fuck you, the neck. Do some real police work. Find the fucking murderers in Colombia. Find some fucking rapists. Find the fucking heroin dealers that are out there who are contributing to killing my friends. Fuck you. Now the next we got to talk about, I had some interviews the other day at where I work. And I'll tell you what, I've had some dandies, folks. Had some dandies. The first one I had, just chilling back in his chair, just lean back. It's rude. It's unacceptable. And the dude's shirt was all unbuttoned. I could see his motherfucking chest hair looking like a chia pet coming out. You don't go to an interview like that. This button is fine to be unbuttoned, the top one. But the next one is not fine. Then, the next asshole I have, he comes in and he says he's got 3 to 5 years sales and customer service experience. Well, when we start to talking, he tells me all he's had is nursing home experience. And I said, "Sir, where in your career timeline have you had your customer service and sales experience?" And this motherfucker, he had the nerve to tell the Reverend, he said, "Reverend." I said, "What?" He said, "Isn't nursing home skills just like sales and customer service?" No, it's not. It's nothing like sales and customer service. What the fuck is wrong with you? Next, the Reverend's, I don't know, this is a short one. I'm tired of seeing these people walking around with baby papooses on their front and baby papooses on their back. Carry your fucking baby around or put it in a stroller. But you're not a fucking, I don't know, man, you look ridiculous. You look like you're a lazy fuck that doesn't want to, you're being like forced to touch your baby, and you should always want to touch your baby. Without conditional love for your baby, it's going to end up named Mercedes and on a stripper pole somewhere. So quit being a lazy fuck with your baby carrier, for God's sakes. And more stuff about goddamn shitty-ass parents. I'm at work, surprisingly enough, because that's all the motherfucking Reverend does is work. 15 to relax for a little bit. Anyway, I'm sitting there dealing with this family. And they're all, yeah, we're not too sure what we want. We're not too sure what we want. We're going to go look around for a bit. Hey, why don't you sit right here and hang out with the man? Now that was a mother telling her child to sit and hang out with me like I'm some motherfucking babysitter for your whiny ass kid. And furthermore, right before she tells that kid that, she tells me that the kid hasn't been able to hold down any motherfucking food, has had a fever for the last 3 days. You're gonna sit me with your sick motherfucking kid so I can watch it? So you can go look for furniture? Fuck you! And I'm worried about the children today. Worried about them, folks. Worried about the kids. They're connected 24/7 to the internet. They're connected 24/7 to TV. They're connected 24/7 to video games. They don't have imaginations anymore, folks. That's why when my little one's here, I let her watch TV. She plays some video games. Plays on the computer a little bit. But when she's upstairs, she's playing with her action figures. She's playing with her dolls. She's having them interact with each other. She has an imagination. Unlike some of these other brats out there who don't have an imagination or whose parents set them in front of shit just so they don't have to deal with them. Right now, I'm dealing with mine. She wanted to scribble on some shit for homework, and that ain't happening in the Reverend's house. So she's doing her paper right, aren't you? Well, she shook her head yes. You probably can't see her. Anyway, I'm also, this no discipline in their child goes right back to that. Your child scribbles on some shit and doesn't do it right, and you're like, oh, that's okay. Well, just go ahead and take it like that. Fuck that. You make the kid do their work right. You discipline your child. I've seen parents fucking ask their children to do something. And when they say no, my God, they said no? I would have got the shit beat out of me for saying no. They say no, and these parents are just like, okay, well, I'll do it for you. Fuck that. You tell your kid what to do, and they do that shit because you're a goddamn adult. And furthermore, you motherfuckers are giving into fits just so you don't have to listen to your kid whine. Fuck it. Put them in a corner, make them do their shit, and they'll appreciate it for you later when they're not some criminal cocksucker. Also, all this fucking bullshit, you're playing in a team sport, you fucking getting trophies for just participating? I don't think so. You fucking win, you get a trophy at the end of the year if you're the best team. Only the best team should ever get a trophy. And you should keep score. Because kids are going to find out later in life that your boss keeps score, your girlfriend keeps score, your parents keep score, whether you know it or not. You need to suck it up and start learning from this tall, so when you're this tall, you don't fucking suck. I'm lucky enough to have Skylar's mom is awesome. She does a good job with our daughter. I think I do a good job too with my daughter. We got good parents. We back each other's plays. Even when you're not with each other, you should still back the other parent's play unless they're just an asshole and a lazy cocksucker. And there are parents like that where one parent kicks ass and the other parent sucks. But that one parent has to rise up and be both parents. You gotta rise up sometimes. This human race is doomed if we're gonna have lazy, unimaginative, whiny, give it to me now without work kids gonna take care of us. You think they're gonna take care of us? They don't give a shit about us. They're gonna throw us in a goddamn creek when we're old. It's not gonna be good, folks. It's not gonna be good. Next, the Reverend just wants to know why motherfuckers can't follow directions. You get asked to do something a certain way, but yet you can't seem to fucking do it. This goes to more motherfuckers at work. I ask people, before they bring customers to me, they need to have a couch picked out. They need to have a bedroom set picked out. They need something fucking picked out, and they fucking bring them over to me regardless with nothing picked out. How am I supposed to sell you a $180 payment on some shit if they don't love the item they're looking at? That'd be like if I came up to you and said, you're going to make a $180 payment and you don't know what you like yet. Now, if you found something you loved and then somebody told you that's going to be a $180 payment, you might be more apt to pay that $180 because you actually picked out what you wanted and you fell in love with it, and that means you want that shit. Instead of just hearing an outrageous number and then nothing to back it up with. Motherfuckers, do your job so I can do my job. Now, the Reverend had a big part of the government he was going to talk about, but he's going to save that for next week because this week's video is already long. But the first thing the government does, or the Reverend has to touch on, is Syria. I'm tired. I'm tired of it, folks. We need him gone. We need Barack Hussein Obama gone. We don't need to be in Syria. I've heard this bullshit about weapons of mass destruction or chemical warfare before, and we got roped into some bullshit we didn't need to be involved in. This is the same shit, only this time they want our troops to help Al-Qaeda. We're fucking killing these troops. We're killing Al-Qaeda in other parts of the Middle East, and over here it's okay to help them? Man, fuck you, Obama. You need to get your shit straight. You need to get your damn shit straight. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and talk about this shit, because I'm pissed. We need to get rid of Obama. Get rid of Barack Hussein. You're one of the worst motherfuckers in the world. I hated George Bush. I fucking hate you too, Barack. Next, we need to close our borders. We can't support the people we have living right here at home, but we're going to let all these other motherfuckers come through, and not only are we going to do that, but we're going to give them aid, and give their kids citizenship, and give them assistance. Fuck that. The ones who are still here, we cut their assistance out, we send their motherfucking asses back home. Come on, rise up with the Reverend. Rise up and tell Barack, no more motherfucker. No more. Drug testing needs to be done for welfare recipients and people on government assistance. If I gotta get a fucking drug test to take a job, you know what? You need a fucking drug test so you can have part of my money. We need no more forced health care. Get rid of Obamacare. It's causing all kinds of problems. Causing all kinds of people to get their jobs cut back, people. No more Obamacare. Rise up out of your lazy ass seats, people. Rise up and say no more. We won't take it no more. Montesino and those other fucking people that are poisoning us need to go. The government needs to stop kissing their asses and send them on packing. They gotta go. Who else has gotta go? The NSA. Yeah, you probably got Reverend on a motherfucking list. He doesn't give a damn. You need to go. We spend billions of dollars spying on U.S. citizens, and we can't even fucking feed and clothe half the children in America. We can't fucking educate them properly because we're busy spying on my fucking videos and my conversations. Fuck you. A wise man once said, those who give up freedom for the illusion of safety don't deserve either. We also need term limits for Congress and senators. No longer will you be in office forever, just fucking making all the money, and you fucking, here's the pulse of America, your fucking pulse is right up your ass. And once you're out, once your term limit's over, I don't care if you're a president, a senator, the motherfucking Secretary of State, once your term limit's over, you go back to work. No more paid fucking time because you served served in office. It was a right. It was a privilege, to serve in office back in the day. And our people went back to work. I don't know when it fell off, people. But when you're done serving your country, and that's right, serving your country, Barack and other presidents who live off taxpayers' money forever, go back to work. Start a fucking something where you can make some money. You made enough before you were president. I'm sure you can get motherfuckers handing you cash so you can speak to college events. Bill Clinton's making a mint off of it. The Reverend's going to talk about some touchy subjects now, if you didn't think that was touchy enough. I'm just going to come out and say it. Let the gay people get married. Shut the fuck up. It's not hurting you if they get married, and they need to have the same rights as straight people. If their spouse dies, they should get their health care benefits. Or they should get their life insurance. What the fuck's the problem? Just because you fall in love with a man, or you fall in love with a woman, and you're that same sex, that's the same as falling in love with a woman if you're a man. You fell in love with the person. You didn't fall in love with their gender. You fell in love with them. So why shouldn't you have the same rights as other people that fall in love and get married? It's disgusting. We're in fucking 2013, and we're still treating homosexuals, the gay, lesbian, transgender, and bisexual community like they're fourth-class citizens. They are first-class citizens just like the rest of us. Let them have the same rights. It's kind of along this line. It is not our business or the government's business to tell a woman what she can do and can't do with her body. No matter how you feel about abortion, no matter how the Reverend feels about abortion, folks, it's not my right to tell you what you can and can't do. It's not other people's rights to tell you what you can and can't do with your body. You're the one that has to live with your choice. You're the one who has to live with an abortion, or you're the one that has to live with that kid and you've got no money to take care of it, no money to feed it, or you didn't put it up for adoption. That's your choice, not ours to make for you. Next, the Reverend says, stem cell research should be legal. There can be so much things we can do with that science, but it needs to be regulated. It needs to be heavily regulated, and we need to do it, though. We can help cancer patients, and people with Alzheimer's, and people with the Michael J. Fox shaky stuff, Parkinson's, that's it, Parkinson's. We'd help all kinds of people with that. Another thing that should be legal but regulated is marijuana. Marijuana should be legal and regulated, folks. I think there should be little stores like liquor shops that sell you weed. I'm not talking drug dealers, I'm talking legitimate businesses. These businesses get taxed, and we could balance the fucking budget just on weed taxpayer money. We'd be at a surplus. Now again, you gotta be 21 to smoke. You can't drive and smoke. You can only be smoking weed in your home, on your property, or in a cafe designed to smoke weed in. You just can't be smoking in public or walking around, just like a bar. You can't take your drinks outside and down the sidewalk. It needs to be regulated like alcohol. You know, if you have so much THC in your system, you get a driving while high. Next, the Reverend would just like to say, the Kansas City Chiefs kicking ass today so far. 21-2 for the Chiefs. They're rising up against those Jaguars, folks. Let's go, Chiefs. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Right here for the Chiefs. Let's go, Kansas City. Let's go. Also, the Reverend looking for a bass player or a who can write beats for rap music. He's got like 3 rap songs that he's got beats for, but he took them off YouTube, and he really needs those beats duplicated, so he might be able to go to an open mic night and rap for you.